It's coffee time.
Good day on a very, very rainy, windy, boop Thursday. What a mood for reading, to be honest. So it's obviously Thursday, and last night was a lot of fun. I had the live show with the Read Sprints with Lizzie and Amy McCall, and it was fun. And I made progress with The Luminous Dead. So if you came to the live, thank you for hanging out with us. If you didn't, you can still rewatch it and use it for reading sprints and just hear us talk about everything and anything. So The Luminous Dead. I'm now on page 184, so I read quite a chunk and I'm nearly in the middle of it, and I'm still really enjoying it. Like I said last night on the live, I feel like this book is so full of information and good moments, like good scenes, things that are keeping you intrigued, in tension. The way that the information is being slowly revealed about the backgrounds from the characters, what happened to them in the past, who they are, all of that is done so well that I am just so excited about this book, because I feel like I needed a book like this right now, when most of the things that I have been reading lately have been okay, but I haven't had like a full-on 5-star, you know, love it moment, and this might be one. So we're still following our main character that is, you know, in these caves and going deeper underground. And we still have the other character on the surface, M, that is communicating with her through her suit. And I still really very much love that relationship between these two characters. I just love the way they interact, and it just feels so realistic, honestly, even though the whole situation is kind of unrealistic. And I did find out that we are in the future. We are in 2232. It was mentioned at some point in chapter 11, so I know that we are now in the future. And it's really interesting to see what civilization is in this world, and there's something called off-world, and I think people is where they want to go, and most of the people that are more like in poverty are the ones struggling or getting into these caves in order to get money to get out of where they're living. It's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. That's what I want to say. And I want to be super vague with this book, because I feel like it is also better if you go into it without knowing way too much about the different things that our main character has found, has seen, has experienced, because I feel like some things that I could mention could potentially be spoilers, because I still don't know how things are going to turn up. That's the other thing. I still have no idea what the ending is gonna be. You know, there are some books where you start reading them and you kind of clearly know where the plot is gonna go. Well, not with this one. Like, I find myself all the time questioning the reasons for these two characters to do what they're doing, and I question what is underneath, what they're trying to achieve, what are they gonna find. Like, I'm still super intrigued about everything. It's not like, oh yeah, this is where we're going, this is the route that we're taking, so this is going to end up like XYZ. It's not that. And I love that for me, because a lot of times I can predict where a book is going, or kind of, you know, predict the direction that it's taking. And with this one, I feel like I'm not sure that I know where we're going, and I love the thrill of that. And I love that the book is giving me this, so I'm really enjoying it. So I've been working for a little bit today, and it's currently 1 p.m. so I'm gonna have lunch before I forget. Sometimes I forget to have lunch at 1, and then it's 2 and 3, and I'm like, damn, I have to have lunch at some point. So I'm gonna have lunch, and then I hopefully will have time to keep on reading The Luminous Dead. And I'm still currently reading The Moth Diaries and The Time Watchers. So my purpose until the end of the week, and it's Thursday today, is to finish these 3 books, so that I have 3 more down for the Evilathon. That is kind of my wish. So hopefully, pray for me, I can achieve it. Look at this baby. Look at this. It's too cute. I can't handle it. I can't. So we had lunch. I've made myself a big mug of tea, and I'm gonna try to speed read for a little bit. I'm gonna try to read a little bit of each of the 3 books I'm currently reading, and then sadly I have to go back to work. It is what it is. I'm gonna try tonight to join the sprint from Amy if I can, and push myself to read a little bit more, but for now I feel like I'm gonna try to read maybe like 20 minutes from each if I have the time before I have to go back to work, so that I feel a little bit more accomplished before it gets too late. Because we were talking about this also the other day, that it gets dark so quickly now, like around 4:30 to 5 p.m. here in the Netherlands. It is pitch dark and you have the feeling that it is night, and then your mind and your body automatically go into couch mode. And it is so hard to focus and concentrate and be productive when it's dark outside. At least it happens to me. And so I feel like if I don't get anything done before like 5, then I'm like, oh, it's nighttime, you know? So I feel like if I don't get much done before 5 and then 5 comes around and it's pitch dark outside, I feel like it's already like the end of the day and I have accomplished half of the things. And it's just like your mind playing tricks on you, because you still have many hours until you go to bed. But if somehow when it gets dark outside, it's like, oh, day's over, you know? It's not. It's just, I guess, harder to be productive when it's dark outside. At least I feel like that happens to me a lot. In summer, I feel more productive. I want to wake up earlier and I have more energy. And in winter, I'm more like, I feel like a blanket and a couch. So that's what happens to my energy in winter. All right, let's start our speed reading. I think I'm gonna start with the middle grade, which I'm really enjoying, The Time Watchers, and see how far I get in 20 minutes. Well, you guys, I cheated a little bit. And I say I cheated because so far I've only read 1 book, and that's been The Time Watchers by Robbie Miles, because I was so close to the end that I'm like, I might as well just finish it now and just have 1 more book down for the Evilathon. So that is what I did. So we finished another book, and this one was a lot of fun. This is a middle grade book, and this is also by an indie author, so it's really good to support them. So if you're looking for a nice spooky Halloween book for kids, this is great. It's just fun. That is what it's supposed to be. And this is one that I felt like it read a lot like it was meant for kids, which is nothing bad, but just keep that in mind when you go into it if you're an adult like me. But that didn't take away any of the fun from the book and the experience in my case. And this one takes place in, you know, Devil's Night and Halloween night, so it's perfect for the spooky season. It is November, but it's still spooky season in my heart, and I really had a ton of fun with it. We do get to see so many different kind of like monsters and threats and things are coming to get our kids, and they have to defend themselves and work together. It also kind of strengthens the relationship, you know, their friendship, and it was just so nice to see. So I had a lot of fun with this one. And also Cameron Chaney, that we all know from Library Macabre, has an intro for the book that he wrote, and he really enjoyed this book as well himself. So I feel like I can say that me and Cameron recommended this book. So I don't know what to do now, but to be honest with you guys, I want to go back to The Luminous Dead. I'm so sorry for The Moth Diaries. It's not like I'm hating it or anything, but it is such a slow read that I feel like I'm not gonna have time to read many pages right now. So I feel like I also want to know what happens in this one. So I think I'm gonna read a couple of pages of these before I have to go back to work. And if I make it to tonight's sprints with Amy, I will have these 2 books to take with me to them and see if I can finish these 2 this week. I think I can do it. Probably will start a 3rd one soon, because there's still a couple of books on my TBR pile for this month, and I need to push a little bit. Good morning, guys. On a Friday morning, it is rainy, it is poop weather. It's going to be cold and rainy the whole weekend, so yay. So there's nothing that we can really do outside that we wanted to do, so but it is Friday, it's leg day. I woke up, I worked a little bit, so now I'm gonna have breakfast, work more, go to the gym, and then hopefully do some reading. So last night, the reading sprints from Amy, I did read more from the Luminous Dead, and I'm still really enjoying it. A lot of stuff has started to happen, and I'm like, what is going on under those gates? There are so many things going on. Couple of reveals, couple of things that are a little bit shocking, you know, that you're like, oh damn, that happened, you know. Like, I'm really having a good time with that one. So far I can still recommend it to you. And yesterday on the mail, I got 2 books sent to me by Flame Tree Press. Like 2 months ago or so, they sent me an email to see if I wanted to pick up any of their books so they could send them to me so I could review them. And I had forgotten about that email, and actually they came through and they sent me 2 books. So they sent me Close to Midnight, edited by Mark Morris, and this is a short horror story compilation that I was really excited to get, and it's going to be perfect to read maybe like 1 or 2 each day. So yeah, I'm really excited. It has amazing authors here like Brian Keene that I absolutely love, so I will report back on my thoughts on this one. And the other one they sent me is one that I'm extremely excited about because it deals with a mannequin, and I'm looking for the perfect horror book with a mannequin, and that is Sebastian by P.D. Kasich. And I'm really excited about this one. Like, I'm so excited. I think it's about a woman that starts to have this weird relationship with a mannequin, and she really feels like it's her son and dresses him up and all of those things and believes that it's real. Something like that I remember from when I read the synopsis, and I'm here for it. Yeah, I read the synopsis just to be sure, and it's about this guy's mom that is a photographer, and she starts to get obsessed photographing this mannequin, and it's her new obsession. And I'm just looking forward to see how far this obsession is gonna go. I'm really pumped for this one, and I'm gonna try to read it as soon as possible. I don't know if I can still fit it in November, but I'm gonna try to read these, if not in November, in December, and report back. And how is Morby doing on a Friday morning? How are we doing? Are we playing with our toys? Yes. You rather play with mommy? Okay. Hello. So you guys, I've been procrastinating a lot, and it's a little bit late, but I'm still gonna push myself to go to the gym and not be like, oh, it's too late now to go to the gym, because it's so easy to make that excuse, and I'm just gonna go. Today is hard to get to the gym. I don't know, it's probably a Friday feeling that it's nearly weekend, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna try to make maybe just a quicker workout, but I still get something done and come back home, and I just have a lot of work to do today, so we will see how it goes with my reading as usual. But we're gonna go to the gym and we're gonna train legs today. Yes, we are. And after that, we're just gonna come back home and keep working, and I'll let you know, guys, when I find any time at all today to actually read. And just like that, you guys, we have made it to the gym, and we just need to get and gather the little strength we have, the little motivation we have left to get this done, but we're gonna feel really good afterwards. There we are. Hello, gym. I'm here for you. I'm here to make my legs suffer today. You know that feeling when you finish leg day and you have to hold on yourself to the stairs so you don't just fall because you've forgotten how to actually walk? That's me now. And now I'm dropping off a package at the post office, and this is exactly why I never have time to read during the week. And why reading sprints are really important, so people keep doing reading sprints. Please help me. we have made it to Sunday and we need to have a little chit chat, a little talk. There is good news here and there is bad news here as well. Let's start with something positive, something good, and that is that I have finished The Luminous Dead by Caitlin Starling and absolutely loved it. I was so invested from page one, and it is rare that a book captivates me to that level from the very beginning. Normally is books by authors that I already know and like, you know, the ones that give me that feeling, and I had that with this book, so definitely gonna check out more by the author. This book has been such a breath of fresh air because I had not read sci-fi in so long. Now granted, this is sci-fi horror, there is many horror elements to it, and it fits perfectly the prompt of Event Horizon because in a way it gives you that feeling. It's just in this case in caves, underwater, and it was just such a great experience. I feel like if you're someone like me that doesn't like tiny spaces and diving without knowing if you're ever going to be able to resurface and going through really small places there, you're going to have a good time, probably also because you're suffering with the main character in this case. I felt like even though of course you have to be a little bit in disbelief for certain things, or you might question sometimes our character's sanity, I felt like this was such a good, interesting sci-fi horror, and I have not seen one like this in a long time. So I'm really excited for you guys to check it out. Definitely recommend, and I'm so happy that I grabbed it. I feel like somebody recommended it to me and I hauled it some time ago, and I'm so glad that I finally got to read it because I absolutely loved it. It's gonna be one of my favorite sci-fis for sure. Also, when I got to the ending, I didn't feel cheated. I didn't feel like I was, you know, disappointed like it happens sometimes when everything has been building up and you've been in tension and enjoying something so much, you fear that by the time you get to the end, you're not gonna be content with the resolution. And I felt like in this case, I was quite happy with the way that things turned out. So that's what I'm gonna say, but pick it up, it's really good. So now let's go to not so great news. So I have not had time to read at all since yesterday. The reasons are several reasons. I've been watching a couple of movies, new releases, like Pray for the Devil, which was a very standard exorcism movie. I mean, for one time you can watch it. I felt like at least it didn't like go through all the tropes of exorcism like too heavily, and it tried to do something new. But it's just standard horror, and it's another one of those movies that tries to make like a double ending and it fails. I recently had that with The Invitation. So then I watched finally Terrifier 2. I love Art the Clown, okay? And let me tell you something. If you don't like gore, if you cannot take a lot of in-your-face gore splatter, like you feel like it's the blood is splatting on your face, don't watch this movie. It is a lot. I don't want to use the term torture porn, but we're getting there. I know a lot of people say that this movie was kind of like a elevated way of making a slasher where things are taken to the extreme, and I do agree that it's a slasher taken to the extreme in a way. And we have Art the Clown, which is one of those typical characters that you would expect in a slasher. He's so charismatic, and I think it's part of why I love this movie so much, because Art the Clown is fantastic. Love him so much. The actor does such a good job with him. It is 2 hours and 18 minutes long, which is very long, but I had a blast. But again, a lot of gore, a lot everywhere. Just please proceed with caution. I know what I can take, but I know some of you guys are not fans of this kind of movie, so I just wanted to make it very clear. This one is very extreme. And today I finally got to see Pearl. I've been dying to watch Pearl since I watched X by T. West, and I loved it so much. It's an A24 film, and I was waiting and waiting for Pearl, and I finally got to see it. And I loved it because I just love Mia Goth so much, and I love the character of Pearl, and I feel like with this movie I got to understand her a little bit better. If you have not watched X yet, please watch it, it's fantastic. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Plus, good news and bad news. I got a new job to translate a German TV show for Amazon, and it is exciting because it's a YA fantasy drama. So I am like, yes please, I want to do it, I want to take the job, which also means I need to translate the 6 episodes, you know, and you know, watch the show and everything in a short period of time before I go on holidays for Christmas. And I'm also trying to plan content for until I'm back from holidays. So right now at the moment I have a lot on my plate. So I just wanted to let you guys know that maybe I'm not able to read so much in the next couple of weeks, and that's the reason why. I'll try my best to sneak in some reading here and there, but that might be the reason why I don't advance so much with my reading. I'm happy that so far I made a good job in November and I've read some books already. But I was really excited to get this job because, you know, I love to translate TV shows and movies, and I get to watch it. This one is based on a book. The book is called Der Greif. I don't believe it's been translated, it's just a German book. So I'm excited because it's YA fantasy, and I have never translated a fantasy TV show before, so it's really exciting to be part of this world and kind of participate a little bit on the creative aspect of it in a way. So yeah, I'm gonna be busy with that. I also have a 9-to-5 job. Plus I have YouTube and everything, so I just do this to myself. But you know, I'm thriving at the moment with work, which is something positive. So when things come around that I really enjoy and that I really want to do, then I just take them. So I just wanted to let you know guys that maybe I'm not able to read so much, but I'm still excited to do still the 2 live shows that I have left, because then I do have the time to hang out with you guys and get some reading done, so they're gonna be a blessing for me. So yeah, that's kind of my update. It is Sunday, it is currently 4 p.m. and I have been working on my translation. I watched Pearl and I'm gonna go back now to keep translating the TV show. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time today to read at all, but I will try at the end of the day to sneak in a little bit of reading, even if it's like at the very end of the day. I'll try my best, because it also feels weird like not to read a page at all the whole day. So I'm gonna try to sneak in a little bit of reading. Hello guys, I have tea and some news. Literally and figuratively, I have tea. So let's talk about it. So today is Tuesday. On Monday I read 0 pages. It was a busy day, and then we went to the movies to watch The Menu, which was another movie that I was really excited about. Hi Willie. This is Willow. She wants to be a part of the video. Excuse me, ma'am. So we went to see The Menu because I was really excited about that film, and I can definitely recommend it to you guys. It is a dark horror comedy, and I loved it. It is not perfect, but I loved it. I gave it 4 or 5 stars, and it is really dark and messed up, and like I said, I loved it. Plus I love the actors that are in it, including Anna Taylor-Joy and Voldemort. So yeah, loved it. So today is Tuesday and I have news. The TV show, the German TV show that I am translating, is being pushed forward because they don't have the final scripts yet. So they are, I think, reshooting scenes and changing things on the scripts. So long story short, I cannot translate anything more at the moment. I need to keep it on hold until I get the final scripts for the show. So that's gonna happen towards the mid-end December. So I'm probably gonna have to work over the Christmas season, and I'm gonna have to work from home because I'm visiting my parents. But you know, when you really like a project, you do what you gotta do. So because of that as well, and because I want to be more flexible when I am abroad, or when I'm home but I don't want to be upstairs on my office room editing and stuff, I have invested on a new laptop that is gonna come today. It's being delivered today, and I see it as an investment for me and my channel, and also my translation work, so that I can work anywhere, anytime that I need something. I feel like it's really important for me to be that, you know, flexible. So yeah, I got a new baby, a new laptop that is coming today. I got it on a little bit of a sale, thanks to Black Friday deals and stuff. So yeah, that's really exciting news. I'm poor now, but happy. I feel like I'm invested in myself and things that I like to do. And also, you know, translation is a job for me. YouTube doesn't really give me money, so, you know, it's just more of a hobby. But I like the freedom to be able to edit and, you know, do all of these things in the living room, in the garden in summer, and not being stuck to my PC upstairs in my office. When it comes to the reading though, I also have news. I managed to start a new book. So I started The Cat Who Saved Books, and I'm on page 50 already. It's quite easy to read, and so far I'm really enjoying it. It's going a little bit on the fantasy side of things, which I did not expect. I thought it was going to be more really grounded on, you know, just real life, but it has a fantasy aspect to it, and I'm here for it. I mean, I could have kind of imagined it because we have a talking cat, like duh, but it's going a little bit further than that when it comes to the fantasy elements. And so far I'm really enjoying it, and there's a lot of sentences and things that are being said that I just absolutely love and adore. I really like how the book is written, and it's really smart. It's kind of reminded me to this book that I read when I was a kid that I love so much, Sophie's World. It kind of has a vibe similar to that, and I feel like that's why I am enjoying it so much. I was obsessed with Sophie's World when I read it when I was younger, and I still love it today. I should reread it at some point. But yeah, it's giving me kind of that vibe, and I'm really enjoying it. So we're currently reading these, and because I don't have to keep working on the translation like a crazy person, I can, you know, grant myself right now like an hour of reading or something like that. So I'm gonna read a little bit now. Here is Morby, Willow, and that's the neighbor's cat stealing our food, even though he has a home, but it is what it is. I call him Ron because he's ginger, but his real name is Ranger. I don't know if I told you about what the book is about, but it is about Rintaro, and he works with his grandpa at the bookstore that they've had, you know, in the family for a long time. And sadly, the grandpa passes away. That happens at the very beginning, so you already know what you're getting yourself into. So Rintaro's left with this bookstore, and he doesn't really know what to do because the bookstore is not like it's doing really well. And he loves it so much, and he would hate to lose it, but he feels like he doesn't have a choice and he has to give up the store. And then Tiger, the tabby cat, shows up one day, and it's a talking cat. So it's kind of saying to Rintaro that, you know, he has to keep going, he cannot give up, and it's kind of helping him through the journey now. And I'm really enjoying it, and I feel like this cat might be a metaphor for Rintaro processing the grief of losing his grandpa. That's what I'm assuming it's gonna like be, and I'm here for it. I really like it, and of course we have books and cats, so you know, what else can I ask? Hi guys, good morning from me and Morby, and welcome to Wednesday. It is luckily kind of a sunny day in the Netherlands, so we are lucky, we're in the luck. And I think today I'm gonna walk to the gym. Actually, it's not that far, it's around 15 to 20 minutes, and that way I already get a little bit warmed up for our session today. So we're gonna go to the gym, and when I come back home today I have to work, obviously. What is this? Is this the good life? Is this the good life? Oh my goodness, yes. Is this the good life? Can you imagine somebody abandoned this baby on the streets? I mean, come on. Look at this baby. How can you abandon this baby? Rude. I know, rude. Well, I guess you have to find your mommy. That's me. I'm your mommy now. Hello, I'm back from the gym, and I just had lunch, and I'm glad that I went to the gym when I did, because the weather, like I said, weather in the Netherlands changes from like 1 minute to the next, And when I went, it was sunny and nice, and now it's just like windy and dark and rainy. Morby's still here enjoying his day. Yes. And this is the current weather situation, which is not good. It's just rainy and just ew. But then we have my baby. Makes everything good. Yeah. Here is Willy. She loves to sit on the sofa cushions. Just like that. Hi. And obviously you guys know Lilith's favorite spot. The pumpkin. Hey, honey. Who knew she would love the pumpkin so much?